I can drive Douglas to school on Tuesdays and Thursdays before I head to work.
Yeah, great. We'll figure out a schedule.
It's just crazy that we have 3 kids now.
I know. But it'll be temporary.
Oh, yeah, Douglas, he's gonna get sick of us soon enough.
He will. Soon he'll be missing his mom and he'll be begging to go back home.
Yeah, well, that day can't come soon enough for Hope.
I gotta hand it to her. She was so calm. Super cool about the whole custody arrangement. I wish I could say the same about my brother.
Thomas, he can't come barging in here like that. Warning us not to get between him and Douglas. It was almost like he was making veiled threats.
Douglas should be living with me, not with my sister.
I know you're upset, Thomas, but
I just don't understand. Like, he chose to live with her instead of me or his mother. Like, how does that even make sense?
it hurts that you didn't get custody. But hey, this could still work to your advantage, right?
That's what I thought.
I mean, you said it yourself. Steffy would never run interference the way Hope and Liam have.
Yeah, well, I was wrong.
Just doesn't seem right. Douglas should be here with you.
Yeah, obviously, we couldn't agree more, but one step at a time.
I'm sorry you're going through this, sweetheart. Is there anything I can do?
Oh, it's been really hard to accept.
I know. You love Douglas. He's your son. You're a family.
Yeah, I just already miss him so much.
I know you do.
It just really tore me apart having to drop him off to Finn and Steffi's like that.
Can't imagine how painful that was for you.
It's like leaving a piece of my heart at Steffi's.
Oh, sweetie.
Hope was amazing, though. I don't think Douglas had any idea how upset she really was.
Well, I wouldn't want that, or I wouldn't want Douglas to feel bad.
It's not gonna last forever. You know, you can see him whenever you want, but eventually he's gonna realize he just wants to be here with you.
That's exactly right. That's what we have to keep reminding ourselves of. This is just a bump in the road. That's it.
It's quite an adjustment for everybody. How is Thomas handling this?
I want to help you get through this.
I'm sorry, Paris. I didn't mean to dump all my problems on you.
No, it's okay. That's what friends are for.
I just can't stop thinking about it. You know, I mean, my son chooses to move in with my sister and her husband. And then they have the nerve on the first day he's living there to tell me that I can't see him.
Yeah, they should have some sympathy for how this is affecting you.
Well, I made sure that they know they're not going to keep me from my own son.
I didn't want to overstep, and I know you can handle yourself. But I couldn't let Thomas talk to you like that.
I appreciate that. Ugh, I just hate with everything going on right now with Douglas. My brother wasn't making things more difficult.
Hey. Hey. So I heard that Douglas was all moved in.
Yeah.
What is going on?
It's Thomas, Mom.
Douglas is being really brave. I mean, he's moving to a new house with a new routine, and For some kids, that could be a lot, but with him, I don't know. I admire Douglas.
You've raised him to embrace curiosity and adventure and to be an independent spirit.
We only dropped Douglas off to Steffi's just a few hours ago, and already the cabin just seems unbearably quiet.
Beth will be home soon and liven things up.
She's going to be so sad.
No, she will. She will be, no doubt. But we're gonna get through it together. And the most important thing is that Douglas feels loved and wanted by everyone in his life, all of us.
I know Steffi adores her nephew, and she was just as shocked as we were when she found out what he chose. And I get that, she didn't want him feeling rejected.
Well, yeah, because Steffi, like me, believes that Douglas's choice is gonna be temporary. I mean, it's only a matter of time before he wants to come home.
And I'm proud of the way you're handling this, honey. I know it's not easy, but you're being strong. You're doing what's best for Douglas.
He is the priority.
What about Thomas? How is he coping?
Well, he's handling it surprisingly well.
Really?
Well, that's only because there's kind of a catch.
Isn't there always?
Yeah, it's just Douglas living at his sister's house. I mean, now Thomas thinks that he has carte blanche to show up unannounced whenever he wants to see Douglas.
Thomas showed up unannounced, expecting to see Douglas.
And I told him that can't happen, considering Douglas chose to live with us.
No, that's fair. Parameters need to be in place.
Exactly. I tried to explain that, but Thomas is offended. He thinks that I'm betraying him.
We told him to go before he made a scene.
Luckily, Douglas didn't hear a thing. He had headphones on.
Okay, well, that's good.
It's not like we don't want Thomas to be with his son.
No, not at all. I understand if Douglas wants to see his dad, but I'm his guardian. I have to make decisions for him. I have to be mindful of his well-being.
Of course. I mean, Thomas has to realize that, right?
Well, you'd think.
Oh no, he thinks that I'm controlling him. Just like he thinks I control him at Forrester.
It's clear that Thomas has some pent-up jealousy and resentment towards Steffi. It's not just about Douglas. It's the fact that she is thriving. Right? She's cool with you and Ridge. She's in a great marriage, and she's co-CEO.
According to Thomas, he feels persecuted. He feels shut out, like life is unfair. And I get that he is upset about Douglas, but now we have 3 children to think about.
We have to look out for our family in Douglas.
I just don't want to go on this way.
I miss our family being happy and connected. And I hate seeing you and Thomas fighting.
What are you doing?
Calling your brother.
It's my mom.
Answer it.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, I'm over at Steffi and Finn's. Can you come by?
No, it's not really a good time.
I think it's the perfect time. I'm worried about you and your sister, and I want us all to talk before this goes any further.
All right, I'm on my way.
What do you say?
He's on his way.
I'm not sure it's going to do any good.
Okay, well, with that attitude, maybe it won't. I want you to try, okay? Both of you, please. I don't want this situation to pull our family apart anymore.
So what did your mom say?
Well, she is over at Steffi's right now. She wants me to come over there, talk about Douglas.
Well, that's a good thing. She can help mediate. If anyone can get you two to work together, it's Taylor. Your mom's an expert, Thomas. Maybe she can at least help guide you guys to a place of understanding.
Look, I love Douglas more than anything in the world. And I need to be able to talk to him, to have a relationship with him. And Steffi, she wouldn't even allow me to do that. I mean, I don't think Douglas knew that I was there to support him.
You must be feeling really powerless right now.
I have to be able to have a relationship with my son. And Steffi and Finn are not going to keep me from doing that.
So Thomas thinks he can just pop by Steffi's anytime he wants to see Douglas. That's pretty presumptuous. What if Douglas doesn't want to see his father?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a distinct possibility.
No, Douglas loves Thomas. It's just, given everything that's happened recently, he's been pretty guarded with him.
Hard to blame him.
Nobody better force Douglas to be around Thomas if he doesn't want to be.
I mean, they won't, but it's still Thomas, right? And we know that Thomas is going to do whatever he can to enmesh himself with Douglas, even if that means showing up unannounced with some random gift, guilting him into hanging out.
Like, I want Douglas to have a good relationship with his father. It's just right now, he clearly needs a break
From his father.
from all of us, all this pressure he's been under.
I just really wish he could be here. I mean, you provide such a loving, patient, and stable home. He knows that he can trust you. And yes, he can trust Steffi and Finn, too, but Thomas, he is inconsistent.
Inconsistent, that's an understatement. I mean, like, 1 minute it's, hey, let's play catch. The next it's, hey, I need you to lie for me.
I had a conversation with Steffi earlier about my concerns.
Did she hear you?
I think she did. I think Steffi and I are actually on the same page about Thomas, and she swore that she would look out for Douglas.
I know.
Mom?
This is just ridiculous. I don't want him here.
Okay, your brother should be here any minute. So just remain calm and please try not to be reactive.
I'll try. But he better not walk in here trying to order us around.
If things start getting out of hand, he's got to go.
I just said nothing's gonna get out of hand, okay? We just need to keep the peace in the family. That's all. Come on. Do it for Douglas. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
Thank you for coming. So I talked to Steffi and Finn. I heard what happened.
Their version of what happened?
Well, I heard that things got a little escalated. Things got a little heated. Now look, this situation, it's tough, but I have faith in both of you. Do you know why? Because you care about each other and you love each other very much. Okay? I miss our family time together. I really do. And I don't want this situation with Douglas to pull you apart any more than it already has. I hate seeing my babies fighting. And yes, you will both always be my babies. So can you find the love? Can you find the love, please?
I'll never get used to Douglas not living here.
It's definitely not the same without him.
I keep thinking that I'm going to hear him in the other room, or that he's going to run in here at any moment just telling us about some new invention.
He's such an inquisitive little dude. You know, it's like he wants to understand everything, every mechanism, every insect, bees, planes, you name it. Such a joy to be around, you know. He's even kind to all of his little friends.
And he's a great brother. I mean, that's why Beth loves him so much.
Douglas is a big part of this family because he's your son, no matter where he's brushing his teeth at night.
He's also very insightful. You know, he saw the tension between Thomas and me, and he said that's why he wanted to go live there, was so he didn't pit the two parents against each other.
Yeah, that's a heavy weight for a child to carry on his shoulders.
That kid has had to listen to all of us discuss what's best for him for so long now. I don't know, maybe it's time we start listening.
His needs have to be a priority right now.
Absolutely.
Now, I wonder how Thomas is feeling about all this. You know, if he's on the same page.
I am Douglas's father, and I have a right to see my own son.
Thomas, there are rules. You can't just walk in here whenever it's convenient for you.
Okay, I should make an appointment. I'll call your assistant.
Okay,
real
that
quick.
is not finding the love, Thomas.
The fact is, Thomas, Douglas asked to be here.
But that doesn't mean you guys get to keep me away from my son.
Honey, I don't think that they're trying to keep you away from
They
your
are
son.
trying to keep me away from. Literally, when I was here before, they told me I could not see Douglas and that I should leave. That comes on the heels of Steffi asking me to leave the company.
Honey, that is just because of
I know,
all the
I
stuff
understand.
you-
I made mistakes and I hurt people. And I've apologized for those mistakes. And I am feeling the repercussions from everyone, including you and the look of disappointment you have.
Look again. Because you're going to see concern and love and worry. And I'm not just worried about you, Thomas. I'm worried about our entire family. Look, I don't think that this situation with Douglas is going to last very long. He's going to want to go home, and then you and Hope are going to share custody again. But right now, this is Douglas's choice. That's not Steffi's fault. She's just taking care of Douglas. All right?
It's just one blow after another.
Thomas, that is not true. I have been loyal to you your whole life.
You want to talk about loyalty, Steph? You went on a tirade for a year playing Parent Trap. You told me to do whatever it takes to get our family back together, and then I do, and what do? You kick me out of the company, you kick me out of my own family, and now you're trying to keep me away from my son, okay? Yeah, you're a beacon of loyalty, Steph.
Okay. You know, there's a lot to heal here. Do you hear? Do you hear that? There's a lot. I can't do it for you. God, I wish I could. Because I love you both more than life. But come on. Do you really want this situation with Douglas to pull you farther apart? Do you? No, you don't. So find it. Reach down deep and find the love. Both of you need to. Do you understand me? Do you hear me? The future of this family depends on it.